The NYC Gossip Girl, the hiphopgossipsite.com, and we in the building with an icon.
Dana Dane, that's me.
How you doing?
Oh, I thought you were going to say you though. Vivian, you the...
No, you the icon.
Oh, okay.
He's the icon. I'm no icon. I'm sitting next to an icon. Wow, I'm like dumbfounded. I grew up on you.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yes, grew up on you, and when I was young, I used to kind of compare you to Slick Rick.
Oh, that's my boy, so it's all good.
It's all good?
Yeah,
Did anybody ever tell you that
Yeah.
the styles were kind of similar?
We were in the same group, that's why, in high school. So that's where the styles were developed in high school back in the days. Me, Slick Rick, Lance Brown, Kulowski, and the Mega the Heartbreaker was 5 of us. We were called the Kango Crew.
The Kango Crew.
Yeah, the Kango Crew. Not the hat, but the crew.
Okay. Now, was there ever any competition with you and Slick Rick?
I'm sure there was, but I don't know if it was any that people would know about. But you know, even if you were the Beatles, I'm sure there was some competition within the group to be, to step your game up. But I don't think it was any real competition in regards to, being better than anybody or personally, envious or jealous of anybody. Because Rick, for the most part, was the lead guy in the Kango Crew when we was in high school.
Okay.
Or it could have been Lance Brown or Mega the Heartbreaker, but for the most part, it was Slick Rick.
It was Slick Rick.
Yeah. Or it could have been me. Because
well, which one was it?
It was one of us.
But you said Slick Rick was pretty much like the head.
Well, it was 5 of us, but we all had our own talents, but we all had similar talents. But I would, if it was up to me, I probably would have said Rick because I met him first and he was doing his thing. So, and he was rhyming before. Well, his rhyme skills were better than mine when I met him. So I would say Rick.
Okay.
But then again, it could have been Lance.
It could have been anybody, but Slick for right now.
Yeah.
Now I have a question because you've been in the game for a long time. You have a lot of history in the game. Who do you consider to be an icon, in your opinion? Because I consider you to be one of the icons, but in your opinion, who would you consider an icon?
Cool Herc, the Grandmaster Flash, Africa Bambaataa, Cold Crush Brothers, with Grandmaster Caz, Tony Tone, and Charlie Chase, and the Treacherous 3, the Crash Crew. I mean, I'm taking it, Funky 4+1 more.
Bringing it way back.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Us Girls,
Okay.
Everybody, Houdini, whoever came out before me and really paved the way for me to do my thing, Jimmy Spicer, those are the icons for me because they made it possible for me to have.
Okay. And now, in the present day, who would you consider to be on their way to icon status?
Of course, you got to give love to, living and past, the Biggies and Tupacs, of course.
Definitely.
Also, the UGK in Texas, Scarface, the Ghetto Boys type thing. Jay-Z right here in Brooklyn, he's an icon. I think that T.I. is really setting the foundation for that. Lil Wayne with his body of work, Kanye with his body of work. I think they're going to give some love to, the likes of MC Lil Kim. But also, when you say that I'm an icon, then I got to put the people who were in my era like MC Lyte, Roxanne Shante, Chubb Rock, and Big Daddy Kane, and the rest of those cats, Dougie Freshes, of course.
Yeah.
So I think there's a possibility for a lot of icons because they paved in their way, they've created and recreated something different.
Okay. Now, are you from Brooklyn? I was told
you're
you're
from Brooklyn. Fort Greene, Brooklyn, not too far.
Okay, now you have something here. You're in the production of a 6-part miniseries.
Yeah, called The Star.
Right.
Like Bed-Stuy, called The Star, and I'm the co-executive producer, the executive producer of The Star, along with Joseph C. Grant. And it's actually his baby, his project. He wrote, produced, and directed the project, and I came in as executive producer and helped add my talents to it in regards to coordinating, bringing in talent like Chubb Rock, Sadat X, Roxanne Shante, Big Daddy King, Scoob Lover, Positive K, Kwame, they're all up in there.
I grew up with all of them.
Yeah. So they all up in there, and they lend their cameo and talents to it. And it's a minimal budget project, but it's our Brooklyn version of what The Wire would be if we had some money behind it. But it's a good project. You can go to my website, Dana Dane. My mom told me he wants people to remember something he's singing. DanaDane.com, DanaDane.com. Go to my website.
Smart woman. That's how the kids learn.
Go to the blog. You'll see GetAWisePub.com. Click on it. The trailers are there for episode 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll be working on 5 and 6, 2009 spring.
Now, you're doing a lot of things because you're doing that, but I hear you every day on Backspin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I used to be on Backspin as of...
It's a new channel now.
It's a new channel,
39,
and I'm not. Yeah, I'm not on there right now because they're doing some restructuring. Hopefully, I will be back, but right now I'm not there because I'm going to be heading on the road to do some other things, and they had to restructure. But it was a great opportunity. I was there for 6.5 years on Sirius Satellite Radio. I was an on-air personality along with Lady B and the legendary Curtis Blow. How can I forget him?
Yeah, you can't forget him.
He's an icon right there.
Another one.
He paved the way. It's so many of them, from back in the days, and. It was just a great opportunity to do radio. I look forward to doing that again.
Okay. Now, why was there a transition? Because I know when I was changing the channels on my Sirius Satellite Radio, I used to always hear you on 43. Now it's 39.
Yeah, because they got rid of the whole channel at one time. They just got rid of,
But that was recent. It was just recent.
Yeah, just recent. Yeah, they just got rid of the channel, and so many subscribers was beefing like, yo, what y'all bugging? Bring classic hip hop back. So they brought it back, but they didn't bring it back on the same channel or with the same on-air personality. So they're restructuring, retooling. We'll see what happens in the coming months.
Okay. Now, you're also in a screenplay with Regina King.
Yeah.
Are you an actor?
No, I wrote the screenplay.
Oh, you wrote it?
Yeah, I wrote the screenplay. Cinderfella, my hit song Cinderfella, I wrote the screenplay for it. So Regina King optioned it, and she's been helping me try to get financing and things that sort for it. So we've been building on it. Hopefully 2009.
She's a big look right there.
Yeah,
she's
a great actress, and she's a great talent, and she's about her business. So hopefully, Regina, get our money, girl.
But now we're gonna get into today's big event, which is your book.
That's right. My book is out. It's called Numbers. Oh, here it goes right here. Blow, right up on you. Stop acting like y'all don't see it. Yeah, it's called Numbers. It's a fiction. Nikki Turner presents. Nikki Turner. She's the best-selling author, sold millions and millions of books, and to her credit, she goes out there and finds a lot of great talent and gives them an opportunity to write in her chronicles, where she have a lot of short stories. And instead of putting me in one of her chronicles, she decided that, the story I wrote had enough strength to become a novel, and she offered me the opportunity to write a novel under her imprint, and here it is. I wrote it all. She guided me, but I wrote it all. My mind.
Okay. Now, is this your first time? I know you write rhymes and songs, but is it different, the process for writing a book?
It's not my first book, but it's my first book. I wrote a book called Dana Dane's Hip Hop Tales, where I took all my little story rhymes, took them out of rhyme form, and wrote short stories.
Okay.
But this is the first. That one's in the file cabinet because it wasn't all that good. It is.
That's
why
Nikki Turner didn't co-sign that one.
That's right. She signed this one. She took one of the stories out of that, and that was Numbers, and she put that out. But it's my first book, and it was a great process learning how it's done. I've seen a lot of street literature books out there that people have on the streets, and it's a lot of work, and I commend all those people that do that. It is a lot of dedication to write a book. So blessing to all the street lit people out there. If you're writing a book, period, it takes a lot of ambition, determination, and focus to make it happen. So I'm blessed to be able to do it and have an opportunity to have people read it. It's out right now. You can buy it at the Borders, Barnes & Nobles, any African-American bookstore. Oh, and DanaDane.com, DanaDane.com. Don't forget that.
Now, what is Numbers about?
Well, Numbers is about a young hustler out of Fort Greene, Brooklyn. It's not based on my life, but it's based on a lot of people that I grew up, because I grew up in Fort Greene, Brooklyn. Okay. So it's based on, a lot of lives that have touched me, and it's about a young number runner and how his street hustle excelled. And basically, the book revolves around love, loyalty, and friendship, and most of all, the environment and the fast money myth. And you know how the fast money myth is, once you get in, can you exit? Mm-hmm. And when you do exit, are you making the choice to exit, or is somebody else choosing it for you? And if somebody else chooses it for you, you end up
dead or in jail.
Exactly.
Dead or in jail.
So that's what the book is about, fast money myth and your exit plan can you get out of it? You know.
Okay. Now, will this book give you options of different ways how to exit out, or is that just?
Well,
I don't want you to give the book away.
No, I'm not going to give the book away, but you can see the options in there.
Okay.
You know, I wrote the book as entertainment for the most part.
Okay.
But it's chronologically, morally, has depth, and I think you can see the opportunities and choices you can make. But this is about his choices, though.
Okay.
And then you have to decide what choices you would make. I would think, you know.
Okay. And how much is the book going for?
I think the book is going for $14 in the store. It's $14 in the store. If you buy it online anywhere, it's going to probably be $14 plus shipping, handling, and tax. If you get it on my website, it's going to be $12 and just shipping and handling, no tax.
Okay.
So, DanaDane.com.
So what's next for Dana Dane?
Well,
because you're working on a lot.
Yeah, I just decided to do a soundtrack for this book. So we're going to do Nikki Turner, the official soundtrack to Nikki Turner Presents Numbers by Dana Dane, featuring Young Dane. My son is going to be on the soundtrack with me because he's getting into music. So he's going to be singing and rapping a little bit. And hopefully a month from now, we'll have that book in March. We should have, not the book, but the soundtrack ready to go. So it's brought me full circle back to music, actually. And I got some screenplays. I'm gonna be producing some feature films this year, and I got a couple of reality TV shows out there that I'm working on, and I'm writing two more.
With you in it? In the reality show?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in one. Yeah. Actually, I'm in both of them. Yeah, I'm in both of those, and I'm writing 2 books this year and 3 more screenplays. Oh, I'm gonna write Numbers as a screenplay, actually, by the end of the year.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Dana Dane is busy.
Busy.
Now, you mentioned you had a son.
Yeah.
How old is your son?
My son is 18.
Okay.
Should I tell you your age?
But how do you feel about him coming into this new industry? Because, in your time, the industry was, I'm not going to say better.
Yeah, it wasn't better.
It wasn't better.
But it was different.
It was definitely different.
But now you got an opportunity to learn what you're getting into. I didn't know anything when I got in the business. So the first thing when he told me that he wanted to get into the music business, I said, okay, you can get in the music business. I had to create a project for him, so I created doing the soundtrack for him, so he'll have an outlet, so people can hear him. But before I gave him this book, and I gave him a book about the music business. I said, you got to write songs about this book, but know this book, because you got to get paid, you got to know your business, you got to know what you're worth. Right. So about a few weeks later, he was like, yeah, so Dad, I'm finished my songs. How much you paying me for my songs?
Like any kid would do.
And he said, no, I know my worth. I read the book. So maybe I should have gave it to him after he wrote his song. I got him on my soundtrack, right?
It's your show, really.
Vivian's given me an opportunity to say this, and I want to talk to all the people out there. It's a historic year. President Obama,
definitely.
He's in the office, the White House, actually, and we got an opportunity to make change. So I would like everybody to take this and, convey this to your family. If they're not watching this, bring them and sit them around the table and really tell them this, because it's very important. So please listen to me. DanaDane.com, DanaDane.com. That's my website. That's where you can get the book. You can check out some photos. You can do the bio. Go check it out. DanaDane.com.
But I can't even speak now after that. But Dana Dane is going to give his MySpace, so if you want to keep in contact with him on a daily basis, your MySpace is?
DanaDane.com, DanaDane.com. You can hit me, do comments. You can leave your contact. You can get on the mailing list over there. It's all there. Oh, my MySpace is MySpace Dana Dane with fame, though, if you want to hit me on MySpace.
But you want to sing it again?
Facebook Dana Dane as well. and DanaDane.com. What is my party people? Your one and only master ceremony, the great one, Dana Dane, and hip hop gossip. Gossipsite.com?
Hiphopgossipsite.com.
Yeah, what she said.
Okay.
All right, we can reflip that.
Yeah.
It's the Dane, Diggy. What up, everybody? It's the great one right here on hiphopgossipsite.com. Black Urban Times. I got that.
The BlackUrbanTimes.com.
Yeah, it's like
Like a newspaper.
Yeah, like a newspaper.
Exactly.
All right. So we got that. Now, where was I? yeah, that's right. It don't get no bigger, no doper, no deafer, no fresher, no hotter than this. The great one, Dana Dane. Right now, it's theblackUrbanTimes.com. I got it right. I got pictures on what'spoppin.net. It's the great one, Dana Dane. You won't see me on what'spoppin.net. Believe you, me, Dane, Dana Dane.
And me.
Vivian. Dane. Vivian.
Yeah.
Dane. Vivian.